एकत्रित हुए हैं चौथे दिन के द्वितीय सत्र के लिए। और आपको बता दूं कि हमारे बीच में जो नेक्स्ट स्पीकर हैं वो एक्चुअली वैदिक गणित के ट्रेनर भी हैं और केरला से बिलोंग करते हैं। और इससे पहले मैं आपको बता दूं कि इस सत्र की अध्यक्षता के लिए हमारे बीच में यहाँ उपस्थित हैं प्रोफेसर वी.के. अग्रवाल सर। वी.के. अग्रवाल सर के बारे में बताने की आवश्यकता तो नहीं है, पर फिर भी एक दो चीजें मैं आपको बताना चाहूंगी कि प्रोफेसर वी.के. अग्रवाल सर पूर्व प्रधानाचार्य ऑफ डीएन कॉलेज रहे हैं, पूर्व गणित विभागाध्यक्ष ऑफ डीएन कॉलेज रहे हैं सर की। आईआईटी से एमएससी और उसके बाद में कनाडा से पीएचडी करके सर यहाँ पे आए। तो सर के लिए बहुत बहुत स्वागत और हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं। सर यहाँ पर आए हमारे बीच में, एक बार तालियों के साथ सर का जोरदार स्वागत। और इसके बाद में मैं अनाउंस करना चाहूंगी फॉर द स्पीकर, ही इज पी देवराज सर। आर यू ऑन द, yes, are you online? Yes, sir?
Yes.
Thank you sir for coming, for joining us. Nice to see you, sir. Okay, now I would like to introduce P. Devaraj sir. He is a director of Cosmic Maths Foundation and he is a certified master trainer of Skill India. Actually, he is an automobile engineer by profession and a maths trainer by passion. So 20-year experience in automobile industry, and for the past 12 years working, he is ancient Indian mathematics research and promotion. He is a visiting faculty in various institutions and universities, freelance trainer for automobile companies also. He has done diploma in Vedic mathematics also from Kavi Kalagurua Kalidas Vishwavidyalaya, Nagpur. He is trained at IISER, means Indian Institute of Science Education, Pune, in Science Communication. He is a certified master trainer of Skill India. He is certified trainer in Vedic mathematics. And he has a vast experience of 20-year experience in industry also. His special activities of sir is author of Vedic mathematics success mantras to excel in mathematics. It is a very main book of Vedic mathematics, as we know. And one thing is presented, he has represented many research papers in 5 international Vedic mathematics conferences. He has presented papers in Gen mathematics also in Symposium Gen Center, Boston, USA. He has also presented in NCERT Delhi on application of Vedic mathematics in mathematics education. He has also presented some papers in 3rd NCERT conferences. NCERT published paper on value of pi in India also. So he has trained more than 10 lakhs school and colleges students, 1,500 teachers, including faculties of engineering colleges, to spread the ancient Indian wisdom and to make mathematics easy. Another thing is, he is awarded by Ramanujan Award 2020 for the contribution made to make math learning easy. He has major institutions associated with like Marothama College, Sri Shankara College, St. Joseph College, Mariam College in Kerala, Infosys Foundation in Bangalore, and some more and more. Means there are so many colleges are associated with him. So a list is very long. So I would like to welcome sir.
Thank you.
Okay, हमारे बीच में one more thing, हमारे बीच में मृदुल सर भी बैठे हुए हैं. So I would like to introduce Sir Dean, IQAC coordinator, and I would like to welcome sir. Sir, thank you so much for coming with us. So now, sir, P. Devraj sir, you can start your presentation.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So good afternoon and welcome all in this session, and I would like to thank all the organizers for inviting friends and presenting my glimpses about Vedic mathematics. So in the introduction, it is given that I'm not a mathematician basically, but because of the passion, yes. Why the passion? Yes, again comes. When I was in school, I was not a bright student in maths, especially in primary classes. But then my father introduced these Vedic maths methods so that I got fascinated and I was learning maths joyfully. I was learning maths joyfully. That's the reason I ventured into this promotion of Indian Vedic mathematics systems. Because I'm sure from my own experience, I can say that, and I'm showing it to the students and teachers also now that the Indian system is very interesting. And if you learn Indian system, yes, that can make maths easy and simple. And yes, as I give my vision is creating a maths loving generation. Yes, we can do that. With my own experience, I'm doing this, right? Okay, so today I'm going to talk about a brief it's a vast topic actually, but I'm going to summarize it in a very short session. The relevance of Vedic Math Sutras. Because, yes, before starting Vedic Math Sutra, we can see one example here. Just one line of a 4-line sloga. This is Prane Naiti Kalapu. This line is the last line in one of the 4-line sloga of Aryabhatiya, which appears in Geetika Pada of Aryabhatiya. So, you know, the well-known Indian mathematician Aryabhata. Yes, in the previous sessions, the Rageshji was also talking about Aryabhata and his contributions and his relevance and all. So I need not enter into that. So just I would like to highlight how the sutras and slogas are power-packed itself. So one line of the 4-line sloga is Prane Naiti Kalapu. Just if you look at it, just 3 words. So what is the meaning of it? Prana. Prana means the shwas or the inhale and exhale. Prane Naiti. That means along with that prana, or as the prana goes, yes, along with it. Kala. Kala. What is a kala? Kala is actually the smaller division of degree in the angular measurement. Minute, we call it as minute, right? That's equivalent to minute. 60 minute is 1 degree. So that minute is kala. Prane naidi kala. That means along with our breath, yes, kala. What is kala? Yes, then the minute also. Bhu means earth, bhumi. So along with our breath, the bhumi, the earth also moves through 1 kala, that is 1 minute in angular measurement. What is this calculation? Then when you interpret it in detail, then you will realize it. Yes, the time record for 1 breath is just 4 seconds. Just 4 seconds. Yes, this is accepted by the modern scientists also. Those who dealing in life sciences and all people or people also accept it now. Yes, but you should understand the Aryabhata wrote this in 499 AD, that is around 1500 years back. See how calculated this. Yes, for 1 breath we require 4 seconds, then 15 breath in 1, and so in 1 hour we can, or we will take, or we are taking 900 breath. Everybody, every day, right? From the birth itself. Okay, now if we convert it to a day's number of breath, yes, it is 21,600 times we all breathe a day. 21,600 times. Yes. So what is the relevance with this number and rotation of Earth? We all know every day in 24 hours the Earth rotates 360 degree. And when you convert this 360 degree into minutes again, that is 360 into 60, again you are getting 21,600. This is what Aryabhata says, prane naiti kalabhu. Along with our breath, yes, the bhumi, the mother earth also moves around or moves through 1 minute, or that is kala. See how beautifully he connected the geography or the science of breath and mathematics and put it into one line slogan with 3 words. This is our tradition. And now in our NEP, we talk about cross-curricular connect. See, in one line, this slogan, Prana Naidi Kalabu, which are all the topics Aripeda connects. He connects maths. Yes, the language is also a beautiful language. And his geography, physical science. And one more very important thing. Now we talk about the climate changes or the heating problems and all, right? So once this temperature rises, definitely the spin rate or the speed at which the earth is rotating will change. See, now if you look at we humans and the earth goes in a rhythm, because along with our breath, yes, the earth is also rotating or moves through 1 kala, 1 minute. So once the speed changes, definitely the rhythm will go off. The environmental science. So many topics or so many concepts or so many areas of science has been incorporated and connected. This is what connecting life with mathematics. This is what our ancient people were doing it. So just 3 words in one line gives this much depth knowledge. So this was our tradition. We should understand and we should accept that first. Okay. Now here I would like to focus on the Vedic Math Sutras. All of you may be aware that Vedic Math Sutra, yes, there are 16 sutras and 13 Upasutras or corollaries are there. And all these things, because when we talk about these sutras and slogas, because I had an experience. So I had an experience because when I presented, in fact, not when my daughter, okay, I'll talk about that also. When my daughter presented one paper, she's in 12th standard now. Last year in NCERT conference, she presented a paper on Vedic mathematics. And when I presented also, yes, in one sloga, in our ancient textbooks, Bhaskaracharya gives the formula for area of circle, volume of sphere, surface area of sphere also, which we are not teaching in our normal curriculum in high school level, because that requires integration and all. But beautifully he connects all these formulas in one sloga. And connecting this as the formulas, that is very, very important. Okay, not just road learning. How the second formula is derived from the first. All these things were there. Okay, that was my presentation in the last NCERT conference. Then one of the chair was asking or was saying that, yes, it is very difficult to learn and remember all these sutras and all these slogas and all. Once you understand what is sloga and what is sutra, then you can tell about this. See, all these 16 sutras, when you talk about 16 sutras and 13 super sutras, you will think, or you may be thinking, or people who are new to this system may think that, oh, it is a huge task. Okay, 16 sutras, that too in Sanskrit, all this. Everything is condensed in 45 words. That's a very, very important thing. That's very, very important. Yes. Now it is 45 words as 24 words is for sutras and 21 words for Upasutras. That's a very important thing about this. And yes, now we saw that Pranay Naidi Kalabu. So you can see that poetry in that sutras are there. Okay. And it is very simple to remember. easy to understand and easy to apply. Once you understand, yes, it is very easy also, right? And now, very important thing, the sutra provides a secrecy which can be used in the areas of coding. Yes, in the previous talk also it was mentioned. And yes, the cyber security also is very important topic nowadays. There also these things are relevant nowadays, or we can use it, that we can discuss it in the end of this talk. And okay, so when I was learning more about Vedic mathematics, so many people were thinking or arguing there is not, or these things, or Vedic mathematics is not in Vedas and all. And one more reason why I delved into this topic is more, in the last presentation, it was mentioned that, okay, in 2014, an Indian got field medal. Yes, then only I was also recollecting, or I was just correlating with this incident also. So in 2014, the Hindu newspaper published an article called Nothing Vedic in Vedic Mathematics. And those who are practicing Vedic mathematics, yes, then he wrote difference of opinions. Yes, they got some published something in online and all. But finally, they published one article by James Glover, who was also a speaker here. Everything Vedic in Vedic mathematics also. Okay, that was a fairly given reply to that previous article. But still, I was not convinced, and I was in search of these sutras and these slogas in Vedas and Purana. I still continue. Okay, it is not complete actually. I would like to mention that also, because I need all your support and inspirations to continue this. It should be a joint activity, right? And now this Hindu has changed. Okay, now in July 21, they published an article, yes, with me and my daughters. Okay, because they conducted online Vedic math sessions during the lockdown period, and they got invitation to present in the Vedic maths conferences. And yes, in the last Parisha Pe Charcha also, the Prime Minister invited them to have an interaction with them, and Prime Minister also mentioned them about their activities in the Parisha Pe Charcha also. Yes, then this mood has changed. Now this Hindu also publishes article on Vedic mathematics and all, right? Now, if you look at it, the system of storing knowledge, yes, that was in the high condensed format. Yes, because everything was in the verbal mode, right? Then you can see here, right? Yes. So here you can see the sutras are there in all part of our system, like Dharma Sutra or Sulba Sutra, or many other texts were there, which is, it's all rules for rituals, how to perform the ritual. That was the content of these sutras. And all the systems of learning or knowledge was in this format only, whether it's Shiksha, Vyakarana, Nirukta, or Chandas, or Jyotisha. Everything, every system was in this format only. That's what we have to understand it, right? Okay, now these were in the condensed format, so definitely there should be some more elaborations for understanding or better understanding or for dissemination of this knowledge. Yes, there were texts called Bhashyas. That was the elaborate version. Those who need elaborate versions, yes, how this can be performed, yes, there were Bhashyas also. Then the original meaning, yes, it is, all of you may be knowing that it's a collection of rules, or at some point of time it may be used to mention a single sutra also, or single rule also. And you may be already aware that, okay, the word sutra is derived from Shiv and Su. Okay, that's the literal meaning is thread, right? Symbolically, it connects the beads together, right? Similar. Okay, that's very, very important, right? That's very, very important. It connects the beats. That means, yes, it connects many things. Like what we saw in the Pranay Naidikalabu, yes, in all the sutras, it connects many things together, or it holds together firmly. That's also very, very important thing, right? So here, all they were focusing on the great economy of words, right? Minimum space requirement for storing the information and makes it easy for learning and transmission of the knowledge. See here, the minimum space requirement is highly required nowadays in the modern system also, because yes, now we are all going online and we are storing things in cloud and all. Definitely, this is highly required nowadays also. Okay, now we can see few of the sutras and Upasutras in detail. So all of you may be aware this sutra, Nikhilam Navadascharamam Dishda. The sutra consists of two compound words, Nikhilam and Navadasharama, are compound words, and a single word, Dasudha. See, this Nikhilam is actually formed by Ni and Kilam. Kilam is noun, that means a space not filled up. Space not filled up, that is Kilam. Okay, Ni is a, yes, indeclinable. So this Nikhilam means combined together, and we can arrive at the meaning that yes, it is complete, all. The word Nikhilam is a noun and it means complete, whole. Okay, the word is used in the same sense in Upanishad and Manu's law book, etc. That's a very important thing. Okay, you should appreciate that. So these things, and in Mahabharata also you can see these words. That's a very, very important thing. The same meaning, so same words you can see in this text also. Okay, we can see a few more examples. Okay, the compound Navada Charamam consists of two words, Navada and Charamam. Yes, Nava means nine, and Charamam, yes, indeclinable and means last. Okay, the same meanings are there in Mahabharata and Raja and in the Manu's law book, and Dasha means 10 and Dashada means from 10. Yes, this also you can see in Taittiriya Samhita, the text like Taittiriya Samhita, Bhagavata Purana, and Atharva Veda and Rig Veda also. So these are all the slogas wherein you can search it out and you can see these. So these words are used in the same meaning in these ancient texts also. That's what we should understand. Because people say that, okay, it is all, we can't see these words or sutras or these usages in any of the ancient textbooks. No, it is not like that. I want to, or I would like to clarify those points. That's what my humble job here, right? Okay, I'm in this paper. I would like to highlight those words and or the sutras where all we can see in our ancient textbook. Okay, now Ega Nunena Purvena. Yes. Ega Nunena is a compound word and Purvena is a single word, right? So you may be aware all these things. Okay, Ega Nunena is a blending of four words actually. That's very interesting. Ega, Ni, Una, and Ina. Ega means one, and you may be knowing that, okay, already you know that Ega Nunena means yes, one less than the previous. And this same thing, you can see it in our ancient textbooks also. Egana Trishad was used in 29. Okay, in Rigveda, you can see that. In Rigveda, you can see in the Egana Trishad is used in 429. And Nunana is a compound word and it is framed with Ni and Una. Okay, Ni, it means less or diminished or decreased by the previous one. Okay, used with this. Okay, meaning in Brahmanas, Grahya, and Sauda Sutras and Mahabharata, you can see the same usage. And yes, Purvana is a noun which is used in place or time. Yes, it means the prior one or the previous one. Okay, you can see in Rigveda also it is given Gaja Purana. Okay, Gaja Purva, Gaja Purva. Okay, Gaja Purva means, Gaja means, yes, in the previous session, Rajesh ji was talking about the Bhuta Sankhya. Yes, as per the Bhuta Sankhya, Gaja stands for 8. Right. So here it is, Gaja Purva means 7, right? Preceding the number 8. So that is that usage you can see in the Rigveda also. And next sutra is, yes, I'm taking this Paravartya Yojayat. Okay, Paravartya is a compound word and Yojayat is a single word. Yes, Yojayat, yes, you can see it's Yoj, Yuj, and meaning to join. Okay, that is very simple word actually. Okay, from our practical usage. Paravartya is one blending of two words actually, para and vartya. Okay, what is para means? Yes, verbs indicate aside or away. Okay, that's the meaning of para. And vartya means, yes, derived from, it is derived from birth and literally means turning back or reverse it. Okay, that's what paravartya. When you combine together, yes, we can use it. Transpose, having transpose. That's it. Okay, Vartya is used in Bhattacharya manuscript also. Okay, Rajesh was talking about Bhattacharya manuscript. You can see the same usage in Bhattacharya manuscript also, right? And yes, now I would like to give one more thing, Anurupena. Anurupena, yes, is a noun and comes from Anurupa. Okay, Anurupa means, yes, conforming the following the same form. Okay, Rupa, okay, is a shape, right? Rupa, Anurupa means the same shape or following the same format. That's what the, sorry, right, okay. Then fine composition, yes, Rupena meaning formed or composed of, yes. And yes, Kadasari Sagara, it means likeness. It is used in Varahamihira's Brahat Samhita and Panini's grammar. Yes, Rajaji was talking about the Panini's grammar textbooks also. Yes, and there also you can see, and in Atharva Veda also you can see that. Okay, that's a very important thing. And in general usage, yes, we are using the meaning as proportionately because, yes, one similar to the other, right? That is the meaning, Anurupana. Okay, that's, we are in the mathematical term, we are taking it as a proportionately, right? And one Upasutra Veshtanam. Okay, Veshtanam is osculation. Okay, Veshtana means osculation in English, and we are using this sutra, subsutra, for finding the divisibility rule. Okay, finding the divisibilities of numbers, especially the prime numbers. Okay, it's a single word actually. It's a worst. Okay, it is derived from the word worst. Okay, and you can see the Veshtanam in many ancient textbooks. Here you can see in Grahya and Saudha Sutras and Kavya literature of Kadasari Sagara, you can see the word Veshtanam used in with a meaning, yes, with a meaning of surrounding or encompassing or encircling. And yes, the same meaning in Mahabharata also surrounds and wraps like a bandage. Mahabharata and Panchatantra is also using the same word Veshtanam. And in Meghaduta, you can see it is there, yes. And enclosure of wall of fence. Okay, it is circling something. Okay, it is enclosing with the help of this. Okay, that's what we are also doing when you are trying to find the divisibility also, right? And in Atharva Veda also you can see that. Okay, the like cling to, okay, and adhere to, or encircling. That's a general meaning or general use. You can see that. Okay, Taittiriya Brahmana, or yes, here or bound around, wrapped around, or these things, the same, the similar meaning you can see in all these areas, or in all ancient textbooks we can see these usage of Veshtanam also. And yes, now here, okay, I'm just trying to see or trying to find out whether these methods, what we are seeing in Vedic mathematics, was in use in our ancient methods. So if you look at this Urdhva Dirghayam, yes, all of you may be knowing that Urdhva means upward, and Tiryag means slanting or oblique, or we call it as crosswise. Okay. So if you look at this Urdhva Dirghayam, the same method, all of you may be, I think all of you may be aware about this usage, right? It is a general system for, or general sutra for multiplication of any numbers or any number of digit also. And this can be applied in our binary numbers or any, even in algebra we can use it. That's a general form. Okay, the same method is there. You can see in it is mentioned as Tiryagunana. It is mentioned as Tiryagunana or Vajrabhyasa by Ganesha of 16th century, the 1545 mathematician. So, and in many other, the Ganesha explained it in detail. That's why I'm quoting Ganesha here. Okay, he explained this Vajrabhyasa or Tiryagunana in detail. And in the previous texts like Sridharas or Mahavirajas or Sribadis, they are also mentioning this method. Okay, but they were not giving it in elaborate, because during that time, actually, if you look at the ancient textbooks, the advanced topics only they will give it in elaborate method, or they will give the elaboration. Otherwise, they will just mention and go, because those methods or those operations were common or very easy for those people. That's why they are not giving much time to elaborate on those operations. So this is also similar case. Okay, but in Ganesha he describes it in detail. Okay, it was known to Indians, so we have to come to a conclusion that these method or the Tiryagunna or Vajrabhyasa was in practice during 8th century itself, or people were talking about this Tiryagunna or Vajrabhyasa, the exact same thing as the Urdu Tiryagunna during the 8th century period also. That's what we have to come to a conclusion. So with this, I would like to conclude, or I would like to confirm that the Vedic Math Sutras are Vedic. No doubt about it. Now, if you talk about the usages, why we talk about the sutras and give importance to sutra? Because as we talk about now, the world is going for technology, right? So the volume of data is huge. Now the volume of data we all handle. Yes, now if you look at the volume of data coming for just these conference presentations or the presentation, the videos, huge amount of volume is there, right? So how will you store all these things? If you compress it, yes, that's the best method, right? So privacy, yes, as in the Rajesh ji was talking about the Kadabhyadi system and Bhuta Sankhya system also. So those systems are the encryption method. Those systems are the encryption. The what we talk today is a modern encryption and coding. Yes, these are all the basic things, right? Okay, so here, yes, we can use these to avoid the sabotage or the what you call hacking of the systems and all. So these are highly secured, and we can use it for secured networks also. And machine learning, yes, this very useful, because it is very economical in words. So you can see the transmission of message very frequently, right? Okay, when, because I'll tell you one classic why the time or this economy is very, very crucial. Because if you send a signal from our earth to Mangalyaan, okay, now you know the prestigious Mangalyaan is there, right? If you send a message from the ISRO's surveillance station or the control station Bangalore to the Mangalyaan, it takes almost 12 minutes to reach Mangalyaan, right? And if you, or if the Mangalyaan responds immediately without any delay, and it takes again 12 minutes to reach us back to Earth. So if you send a message and get the reply, it takes around 24 minutes, right? So meantime, you can make a tea and we can have a hot tea also, right? So that's a time gap. Okay, when you talk about the communication lag, yes, this one. Okay, when I'm talking now, okay, you may be getting some voice lag or video lag also. When you compresses these things, yes, definitely we can use this. Yes, the same vertically and crosswise method can be adopted for image compression also, which gives a lot of clarity. Yes, now because when we are in the online mode, conferences and video call facilities are there, that is useful, but it is highly useful when you talk about telemedicines. When a surgeon from foreign country wants to see what is going on here, yes, there should not be any lag, right? So those things will help us in implementing this high efficient video transmission or what do you call it, the digital transmissions. Okay. So these are all the usage, and that's why this learning sutras and the sutras are also, the usage of sutra is also very important in modern period also. That's what I would like to say this. Okay, so I took these references from these following textbook. Okay, Ganadhananda. Okay, R.C. Gupta ji from Jhansi was very helpful in these ancient textbooks and all. Right. Okay, he was compiling it everything in beautifully. Okay, this is my book. Right. Okay. And meantime, okay, I would like to add one more thing. Okay, I would like to add one more thing. Because when I got introduced here, they were talking about, yes, talking about the pi, my paper on pi also, and Ragesh was also talking about pi, the value of pi and pi day celebration. Okay, the March 14th is generally celebrated as pi day, and 22nd July is told as or celebrated, or people are generally speaking about a pi approximation day. But my question, why it is pi approximation? Both the values are approximate values only, right? So last 4 years and 5 years back, we started celebrating pi day in schools and colleges during July 22nd, because that's a more appropriate day for us also in academic calendar also, because during March we all have exams also. That's the one reason, and we all celebrate pi day on July 22nd. Yes, for the past 5 years we are doing very good activities. Okay, when highlighting the Indian contribution, because see, the Americans talk about pi day because on March 14th, because they write month first and day second, right? But we write the day first and month second, right? So this most appropriate day is 22nd July also. So we can come to those kind of promotion of Indian traditions, right? This is not only the date. Okay, it is the Indian contribution of pi. Yes, if you talk about the contribution of pi, since I am from Kerala, I can't leave without mentioning Sangamagrama Madhava. Sangamagrama Madhava is a 14th century mathematician who calculate the value of pi up to 14 decimal points if you convert it. Okay, but he wrote it as a he wrote it as a ratio only. Okay, he talked about the big ratio by using the Puda Sankhya system, right? That is our tradition. Ever in the history of mathematics, the one who calculates the value up to that much accuracy is Sangamagrama Madhava, right? But his name may not be there in our textbook. That's what. So I think I would like to stop it here, and if any queries is there, right?
Yes, yes, of
Or
course.
I'm
Thank you so
extremely
much.
happy.
Thank you for precious lecture about Vedic mathematics and their sutras. So if there is any query, then you can raise your hand. For online participants, you can raise your hand for any query.
This study is not complete. I just compiled our 4-5 sutras and Upasutras only. So we have to do a lot more on this. Okay, because it takes a lot of time in dwelling all these things and going text by text, and then yes, if we combine together, I would like to.
These are just the introduction of these sutras actually. So there is no problem, sir. Actually, it is more necessary to know about these sutras to everyone. So it's just a brief of these sutras, not at all. So thank you so much, sir, about the description of and classification of sutras. Actually, you have well said about the Nikhilam Sutra, Nikhilam Navata Charamam Dashtaha. That is the second sutra of Vedic mathematics. It is the meaning of this sutra is all from 9, last from 10. And you have discussed also about the Sutra Ekamunyana Purvain. This is the 14th sutra of Vedic mathematics. And some more sutras and upsutras you have discussed, like Paravarti Yojit, Anurupen, Veshtanam, and some more. Anurupen means proportionality and divisible digital roots. You have touched all the sutras and upsutras in this session, sir. So thank you so much for introducing Vedic mathematics for all the participants. Thank you so much. I would like to announce that Professor V.K. Agarwal sir is here with us. So sir, please conclude this session. Please welcome to the stage, sir. No, sir, please come on the stage. Sir, there is a query from Professor Shivraj Singh, sir. Actually, he wants to know that what are the new dimensions in Vedic mathematics? Means what are the field? What can be the fields?
The
Like,
application wise,
yeah.
yes. Okay, right, fine. I would like to answer that interestingly, because you see, we also doing some project for applying these Vedic maths methods in digital world also. See, it is, I already just gave one mention that, okay, the when you use the digital Vedic math sutras, we can compress the images and which can be transmitted very effectively, and that can avoid the lag what we are maybe you may be facing some lag from my lip movement and my voice also. That is because of the lag in the digital transmission. That can be avoided by using this. Okay, one area where you can do that. And another area, recently we are doing a project for avoiding the disturbances when you are filtering the digital signals. It can be an ECG. Okay, in the medical field, all of you may be aware that ECG is an transmission of an digital signals, right? So there should not be any disturbances. If you filter that properly, that gives a beautiful or accurate ECG report. Yes, there also we proved that, okay, we are we are going to develop the prototype, and we develop the digital part, wherein we proved that digital signals can be filtered properly by using Vedic math sutras and methods. So these are all the digital. When we talk about the digitalizing everywhere, so definitely this is one area we can apply this. Okay, and one more area we talk about, I also mentioned that in the machine learning and wherever the communication happens, right? So this is one area where one area of is the machine learning, wherein we can incorporate Vedic mathematics method. And the another area I also mentioned in my presentation, that the security area. Okay, we can use this encoding system or the encryption system what we are using in our ancient systems to protect our systems. Okay, just I will just give an idea. Okay, so if you convert, you may not be aware, or you may not be knowing your Aadhaar number by heart, right? The complete Aadhaar number. I don't know my Aadhaar number come by heart, but if you convert it to an Kadapayadi Sutra, yes, that sutra can be remembered easily, right? You can compose your own sutra and you can remember that Aadhaar number easily, right? And so that you can reproduce it whenever it requires. That's the importance of sutra.
Sir, one more area is there, artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning. So
Yeah.
can we correlate with Vedic mathematics?
Of course. That's what I also mentioned, the art intelligence, the machine learning part. Okay.
Sir, we need your help.
Sure.
For new dimension, for finding the new dimensions in these.
Definitely. I'm extremely happy to that. Okay, because my area is also engineering, so I'm really interested and I'm doing that work. So I'm
of automobile engineering. So we can definitely find new suggestions and your coordination we actually need.
Of course. I'm extremely happy to associate in promoting the Vedic, because this is all Indian system, right? It is whatever I am trying to find out is from this ancient text only, right? It is not my own thing, right? It is so I'm ready to give it back to the society and this nature, right? So we should not hide it back with anybody else. So whatever, that's why I'm extremely happy to share what we are drilling out from our past or ancient text, right? It is not me or our own things, right? It's all our ancestors or reserved for us, right? We can take it in that way.
Yes,
right?
yes.
They were doing all this encryption and this so-called machine learning or this so-called what you call artificial intelligence. We also first we should understand what is natural intelligence. That's what I was telling. The Aryabhata, he was connecting so many things and put it in one line. So that's why the interpretation, okay, they were doing the connections like that. So that's what required in machine learning also. Or when you talk about the artificial intelligence, just the copying of the natural intelligence. If you can copy the natural intelligence perfectly, that becomes a perfect natural intelligence implementation, artificial intelligence implementation.
Thank you so much, sir. We are very thankful for sharing your knowledge with us. And now I would like to invite Professor V.K. Agarwal, sir, to conclude the session. So please welcome, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Sania. Well, I'm highly thankful to Professor P. Devraj, who has been talking about the Vedic sutras and our daily life. He could relate sutras with breathing, with walking, with working, and with all that. Thank you very much, sir. Devraj sir, you have given something new to our participants here.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Extremely happy.
Well, all the participants here are high-fi mathematicians. I know of some. Professor Mridul has established new records in research and administration, balancing the two things of the university. He is the dean. He is one of the architects of establishing the engineering college in the campus. I remember the days when he was the one who had put a lot of labor for the engineering college, the Chotu Ram Engineering College. Professor Shivaraj, who is the recipient of Saraswati Award, I think, provided by the state government and was awarded by our Rajyapal, the Kuladhipati, and the Chief Minister. Am I right, sir? I believe that all of you are interested in Vedic mathematics. It sounds something great, something religious, something worshipping. You all are working on this subject. Maybe I'm talking a little different than mathematics. Hope you'll like it. We all worship Lord Shiva. I'll talk only one topic. Nobody has seen him. Nobody knows his identity. He's such a high-fi person who is simply worshipped by all of us. On the other hand, we are living on this earth. We cannot survive without the drop of the water. No, not only the human being, but all the living beings cannot survive without the water. Water is spread all over the earth. More than 2/3 of the space is occupied by water. But still, we need the fresh water, the sweet water for our life. Water does not discriminate between good and bad. It is available to all living beings. Just to save water, just to enhance the opportunities for the running water, we started worshipping water as our God, as Bhagavan Shiv. If you think of the properties of Shiva and try to understand all the properties and goodness of water, you will find them one and the same. Means we worship Lord Shiva as our ancient had asked us or guided us. But they started it. It's only Shiva which represents the water on the earth. I've talked only on one point. There are many such points, but as I told you that I'm talking a little different than mathematics. You can apply mathematics to this event also. Mathematics is related to all our religious events. As Professor Sir has stated, it's related to the movement of the earth, to the rotation of the earth, to our breathing, to our timings of breathing. He has related all these things. Likewise, water is everywhere. We cannot survive without water. This is Lord Shiva. I believe that you won't mind me talking a little different than mathematics here. Thank you very much.
अब मैं आग्रह करती हूँ मृदुल सर से कि सर आए और वीके अग्रवाल सर को सम्मानित करें। सर की अध्यक्षता में आज ये सत्र पूरा हो रहा है, तो आग्रह करती हूँ हमारे डीन साइंस सर, प्लीज मोस्ट वेलकम, आइए सर। और वीके अग्रवाल सर को मोमेंटो के साथ में उनका सम्मान करिए सर। प्रोफेसर शिवराज सिंह सर, सरू मैम, प्लीज मोस्ट वेलकम। Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for all the dignitaries which are connected with us, and especially special thanks to P. Devraj sir. He is from Kerala and he is especially connected with us all the time during this workshop from 22 to 28th of August. So now we would like to take a break, lunch break. It is 1:30 to 2:30. After that, we'll meet again for the next session. Thank you.